if they're not a hot steaming pile of garbage. I mean, basically. Excuse me. Of course, at the game. Okay, we don't want to hurt no feelings. We don't want to be, you know. Remember to not get kicked. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yo, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. So either they're garbage or they're hot, steaming garbage. I mean, and we gotta figure out which one it is. Oh, I don't know. I didn't think I could hear that. Whoa. I was talking to my viewers. Okay, first of all. Second of all, I forgot what came after the first. Ugh, hate waiting. I don't know. Y'all better be having an Eastern server. I don't want to lag out. Great. Oh, this is nice. I like the way that I jumped in and I got immediately stuck. This is fun. Oh, is that my teammate over there? I can't tell. He's suspended in animation. Great. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, that's just phenomenal, guys. Guess what? Just got kicked. Just that's that bullshit. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. Um, seriously now, I know I talk a lot of stuff. When I get on the mic, you know what I mean? When I start playing, I get in the zone. I'm a totally different person. I'm emo Casanova. I'm Eclipser. I'm Young Tunes. You know what I'm saying? I'm Notorious Thugs. But Fly Method. You know what I mean? But I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But still, you know what I mean? I should have stuck with Fly Method. I think I need to change mine from emo Casanova back to Fly Method. You know what I mean? Anyway, um, uh, yeah, these dudes. I don't think they're gonna join anymore. So, you know, simps are horrible people. But if you want to talk about who's ruining this country, if you're an American, I am of age. Thank you. And I can't. I know. I don't look like it with the big beard and all, but you know. But no, seriously, I'm older than. I mean, I'm younger than I look, but I am old. And point of the matter is that if you talk about who in this country is actually a viable candidate to help restore the justice, the American spirit in the people, I mean, then you know, it might have to be somebody other than a bigot, somebody other than a felon. Might have to be somebody that they might think is a conspiracy theorist, like RFKJR. Changed my mind. You know, play. That's what Charlie Kirk says. Charlie Kirk is a chump. You know what I mean? Don't be like Charlie Kirk. You know what I mean? You know, those people in sites, they're not. They're obviously biased. They're not journalists. They're biased people, and they're trying. They're some type of influencer type of, you know, bigot. I mean, basically, they're bigots. Ben Shapiro is also a bigot. You know what I mean? Because he's a Jewish. He's a modern day Pharisee. You know what I mean? That thinks that, you know, judges and condemns, and don't be like these guys. These guys suck. Bigots. Um, am I a bigot? I don't know. What does it mean exactly? For me, bigot means that you just think you're better than everybody, blah, blah, blah. You're one sided. You don't listen to facts. You're absolutes, sort of like feminists. And even when you're wrong, you're right. Even when you're wrong, you're right. But like a lot of people is like, then what's right and wrong? Well, you know, if you're talking about morality, you know what I mean, is what has to be done in the cases of like judges and all that stuff, you know, and the judicial system, you have to, you know, be justice is what you have to do. And in order to have justice, I believe you have to have morality. And morality, you have to have religion. Because religion is what makes a person more, well, you know, exude morality that is good and justice and just and integrateful, if that's a word. You know what I mean? And whatever. And the opposite of sin. You know what I mean? And it maintains sort of moral principles in order to adhere to society as a whole. For example, you know what I mean? A Christian or a religion person, Catholic, would look at you as being a child of God, right? That is deserves respect and is loved by our Creator, by our Father in heaven, just like I am. But that has been brought down by demons and sin of the devil and the world. But that can always be forgiven through our Father, through Jesus Christ, right? Where, you know, and now I'm talking about crackheads and everybody else that's out there on the street that are people say are lost cause and stuff. Where an atheist will be like, well, he is just a fucking animal with no soul and a burden on society. They should fucking be, you know, they should die off of natural selection. You feel me? They don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Where one of them calls you a child of God, the other one calls you a fucking animal. You know what I mean? A soulless animal. You know what I mean? And you have to understand that, you know, because you're not an animal. You know what I mean? Oh, and it shows on the way that they do these things in the world, you know? You know, like scientists, I mean, they become bureaucrats and they don't really help third world countries or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Religious people do, you know? You know what I'm saying? They have, I mean, look, freaking people that are rich, like, they give sometimes for charity, but not because they want to. I mean, shit. You telling me that they got millions of dollars, right? And there's people starving and shit? Come on, bro. You know, they only do that stuff so that people won't fucking swarm them in a mob. You know what I'm saying? So because if you tell people, if people think that you're doing the right thing, that you're helping people, then they're not gonna care how much you make. You know what I mean? They're not gonna care how much you make because you're helping people. You know what I mean? They see you helping people, you know, consistently and stuff. Like, you don't ask how much Mr. Beast helps because, I mean, how much Mr. Beast makes because he's always giving money to people. You see what I'm saying? Same thing. It's like PR. It's like Like if you understood that his channel is worth $10 billion or something, you know what I mean? Then you'd be like, wait a minute, like, fuck this guy. I mean, I don't give a shit about this guy. This guy's a fucking millionaire, you know what I'm saying? Like, but people wouldn't really, I don't care about this guy because he's a rich guy. You know what I mean, and but if since he gives money, then people don't even ask those questions about how much he makes. You know what I mean? That's just. Now, I'm not saying that Mr. Beast is a good or bad guy. I'm just saying. Blow me. Blow me. That is bullshit, cuz. Fuck me. Wait, he took all of us out, bruh? All four of us. I've never had that happen before. Ha ha ha! Woo! All right. Now we can tell the winners from the losers. Hey guys, I talk a lot. So if you are offended, I will suggest you mute me. I do not want to get another code of conduct. Appreciate it. Just letting my teammates know. All right. All right. Boom. I'm the type of guy that says if a girl can take she can take a joke. Oh, there's a guy running up on you. Oh no, that's you, Jello. Never mind. I'm sorry. I wonder what I'm gonna eat tonight. Oops, that is poor. So I'm gonna get a job. I haven't worked for nobody for like 4 years. For like 3. Forgot what it's like to have a job. I'm not knock anybody out. Hopefully I won't knock somebody out. First day. Who think you bossing around? Okay. Got half the team back. More than half the team. We get the last guy back. Hope you guys know how to play too, because I don't know, I'm not that good. I only play with pro players. Oh no, you got it. Okay. How about a supply UAV? Right? He already got bought back. I'm uh I'm gonna get more money just opening these crates right quick because that's what it do. Boom, gulag. See what I'm saying? I'm not banging pots up in that joint. Dang, cuz. Chill out. Tell me, gentlemen. Any feminist in this of my team? Ha ha ha. What must a guy do when he gets cheated on? That's just to the ether. Holy shit. Whoa. Whoa. Damn. You know, you. I mean, I believe you. Holy shit. Yeah, yo, you know. Good for you, man. You know what I'm saying? This, yeah, he's on top. He's on top of that building. Oh shit! Wow, there's guys all over that joint. Like they never smoked. A joke. Oh shit, bro, are you fucking kidding me? That's some bullshit right there. Ah! Hey man, I don't know where the fuck you got that answer from, but that makes a lot of sense. Oh shit. This shit is fucking crazy. Prepárate a bajar. You're gonna lose. Toma. Toma, mother. Come mierda. Fuck. Back in it. Boom, 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 boom. But like, how are you supposed to get his sister or her mother to fuck you? That's crazy. I don't even know. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. You know. I mean. I mean, yeah. I guess. Like. The fuck, dude. Fuck, man. Look, these fucking faggots right here, bro. So, I don't even know. I should ask that. What the? What? What? What just happened? I just got reported again. Come on, man. Bro. Bro, I thought I said I didn't want to get. What? Wow. Bro, did somebody just say something because I said the F word? Bro, what? What did I say? Bruh. I'm so dumb, man. Like, people can talk about sleeping with anything. They can talk about anything, and they get mad when somebody does because they're homophobes. What in the world? I don't recognize demons. I don't recognize demons. I don't know why they give demons rights. That is the most stupid ass shit I've ever heard. Is it? You know why? Because victim mentalities. That's what's ruining America, dog. That's what's ruining society. That's what's ruining all this shit. I got a fucking freedom of speech. I live in America, and then they gotta do all this crap because they got victim mentality, and that shit is demonic. I ain't the only ones oppressed. The fuck? They say all type of crap, blasphemy and shit, but they can't even recognize. That's why I don't recognize demons. Like, gay people are demons. I don't recognize them, and they shouldn't have laws made for demons. You know, like transgender people, bruh. They be like, it's okay to self mutilate. Like, no, hell no. And like, oh, if they can't self mutilate, then they'll be unhappy. They'll kill themselves. They'll be alright. I mean, they ain't the only depressed ones out here. I'm sure that the little boy can remain a little boy, the little girl can remain a little girl. They'll be alright, humanely speaking, physically. I mean, it's shit crazy. And y'all try to protect them. Y'all try to encourage that victim mentality. I mean, shit, they don't care, bro. These are demons. But why? I mean, look, I've said so much stuff. That's why I said, bro. Like, shit, y'all can mute me and shit. The fuck. Wait, if I mute them, they can't hear me, right? Man, real victims. You know what real victims are? People in third world countries are real victims. You know what I mean? Where I'm from and shit. Modern day slavery. Those are real victims. Fucking these people are just fucking retarded. I mean, shit. These people are just ungrateful. First world problems. First world country, first world problems. And they ain't got nothing better to do than to chase their non-existential freaking tail. And it's look, I'm only getting fucking cited for things that are against the LGBTQ community. Again, you know what I mean? That's bullshit. You know what I mean? That's bullshit. That's the only when you say that word, that FAGGOT and shit, then they get mad. You see what I'm saying, America? It's just a narrative. Those are not victims, bro. We're all messed up. I mean, they're not special. I mean, and you try to take away my rights, that's against the Constitution. That's against what it should be. You know, you can't impose those things on me. You can't tell me to stop saying whatever I want to say. I know that this Twitch channel, I don't really care because Twitch channel, but also Activision. You know what I mean, like y'all wanna play that game too, bro? Yeah, you know that ain't right, dog. Like that's messed up. The minority doesn't or the majority whatever doesn't favor what like the minority. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't take away the minority's rights just for the majority of people, or vice versa. I mean, because usually, I mean, y'all wouldn't do this unless the majority of people were gay. The majority of people are turning gay. That's why you think that you're protecting the majority of the people. You're making people gay. You're making people freaking feel like they're so fucking pussy that they have to act like a fucking female and they're a male. Feminism. This is the whole thing I was describing. This is the whole thing I was talking about. That victim mentality is a demonic thing. Just like in Mike and in Matthew 16:23, you know what I mean, where he said, you know what I mean, get behind me, thee Satan, or get thee behind me, Satan. You know what I mean, because you like the things of this world and you don't like heavenly things. You know what I mean. The makers of this game are probably Americans. You know what I mean, and they're over here pushing this globalist globalist agenda, trying to protect people that are not really victims, trying to give them a victim mentality, trying to reinforce that victim mentality, and therefore I can't say whatever I want to say. Nah, man, fuck that. That's so crazy, bro. I don't recognize in this country, since it's a religious nation. It is a religious nation. It's only meant for religious. It's only meant to be run by religious people and for religious people, because the people are religious. The people that the government governs are religious. You know what I mean? It should not recognize demons. It should not recognize things that are against our religion. The demons should not have rights. You know? And what I mean by that is talking about you can chat disabled. What does that mean, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's like what I'm saying is that we can protect the man and the woman. That's how God made us. And they'll be alright. You know what I mean? Whatever's going on psychologically, they need help. I mean, but for them to try to freaking say I can't say this word, like what? Man, that's what I can't stand, bro. Like they're fake victims. You know what real victims are? Third world country sex trafficked people. That is real victims. 40 million slaves, not 50 million probably. This in modern day slaves. Those are yo. I don't know why I got a chat warning. Good riddance. Those girls deserve to go to jail. They're the equivalent. What you just said. They're the equivalent of sex traffickers in a first world country. The type of girls that if they were in a third world country, they'd be sex traffickers. Things people do for money. I thought it was a glorious idea to play video games as money, for money, you know? And then feminism happened, and they had to come and introduce, you know, all that crazy shit. All that fucking, you know what I'm saying? Fucked up shit. Like, oh, what, you can just play games for money? Yeah, it's awesome, right? Yeah, oh yeah, I should show my tits. You know what I mean? Type shit. But basically softcore. Then they flooded all the internet, you know, with sexual content, satirizing the whole damn thing. How many terabytes of data of sexual fucking content from women? You know what I'm saying? And they're not real victims. They're not even real victims. They're demonic. I mean, and they got the rights to have kids. Who the hell thought that was a good idea? Let's see. Has it worked? Nope. People are cutting their dicks off. I mean, shit is crazy. Kids are more depressed than ever. Kids can't even play outside. Too many Karens. Too many Karens, and you know, the terror of the streets, the demonic freaking police departments that are there to kick your ass and take your money. I'm so glad I was a 90s baby, but damn, this sucks. Can't wait till they get old and they fucking retire. The 90s baby could take over. You're like, you old fucks. But feminists, they're not on the right side of history. That shit, they think shit is sweet. Bro, why? Who the heck, man? You see, I go into lobbies and I tell them, bro, mute me. Like, I can mute me, man. Don't get your panties in a bunch and don't freaking, you know, write me up. Cause that's bull crap. See, that's what feminism did. Because people are so soft nowadays. You're playing a game of blood and guts and war. I mean, and then you get offended at freaking chat lobby. It's a video game. It's not even real. Like, that must suck. You know why though, right? Because people who never listen to nobody want to tell people how people should treat them. Even though they never listened to how they should treat people. Like, these hoes never listen to their parents. Never listen to nobody. They don't listen to God. They don't listen to their boyfriends. They don't listen to the Bible. They don't listen to nobody. But they try to tell everybody how to be. Oh, great. Freaking chat used to be part of the game. How you get an enemy's head. Now it's like you can't even do that. The whole point is to say something that'll get them pissed. That's the whole point. Oh, you can't say the... I mean, I don't know if you can say the N word, but you can't say the F word. Ooh. Because now homophobe is the new racism. But people are still racist. But it's not really racism. It's just stupid. Just fucking words. I don't even know how these people survive, bro. I don't even know how these people survive, dog. Real talk. Stick and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. They got very, very thin skin. Probably need to get off the damn game and get off the fucking internet, social media, and all that shit. They stay on this shit now that I think about it. Yeah, that's their problem right there. They don't really know about life. They think this shit is real. It's pretty sad. They be like, oh, he's a whatever. I'm like, yo, like, it's just a game, bro. You know how many things that we've been through, bro? I don't know, dude. Not like this. Not like this. What are you, fucking Matrix? Yo, Elizabeth, can you hear me, bro? That's a yes. All right. Well, I think our teammates are out. I mean, I think they're out. But like I said, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm talking about, you know? That people want to act like... Look, I'm more oppressed than a lot of people. I'm probably more... And I happen to know that gay people are predators. They're predators. Because I seen them spike some dude's drink and they fucking took advantage of him. Right? I've seen them. You know, gay men are not good people. Okay? They are predators. I mean, same thing, and they're sexually depraved predators, right? They are bad people, bro. And especially, they're trying to do something unnatural, pure perversion, pure perversion, and they try to take advantage of people, and y'all help them. Y'all help them. You know, they're pedophiliacs. They're perverted. They don't have no self-control. I mean, they don't listen. They don't listen to God. They don't listen. What makes you think they're going to listen to you? They don't listen to God. They don't listen to their own biology. They don't listen to, oh, you know what I'm saying? You know that lie that they say, oh, yeah, you know, gay people, it's about love. You can't even, they don't even love. They can't even love correctly. They're out of hate because they can't love their opposite. They can't love their opposite gender. They can't love their kids. They don't understand. They don't love themselves. They don't love God. I mean, it's ridiculous. They don't love their parents or whatever, like enough to do what you got to do. It's pure perversion. It's a comfort zone. You know what I mean? It's what why are you running in there? And it's like right at this point, it's marketable to them. That's why, because sex sells. And like I don't know exactly how, because I'm not gay, so I don't know what exactly gay people buy. But for some reason, you know what I mean, they're saying it's normal. But I'm here to tell you that it's unnatural, immoral, and demonic, and you know you are practically helping them take advantage of people. You're like you're helping them destroy themselves, self-mutilation, and you know what I'm saying, helping them take advantage of people that are homophobes. Like, fuck these niggas. Give me shit. You fucking kidding me? Like, shit, fuck that. Because I know what the fuck they're fucking gay, bro. Man, this is bullshit. Wow, we just got fucking swarmed. I'm sorry. I was talking too much. But yeah, man. I have no doubt in my mind, gay people are freaking, are sexual predators. I've heard too many cases. I've heard too many things. You know, they were once the abused, now they're the abuser. Those that have victim mentalities will become the abusers. And they have hatred in their hearts. You see, Satan is influencing their mind. You know what I mean? Satan is influencing their mind to do those things. You know? They're talking about love stings. What are you talking about, girl? Crazy. You don't love, bro. Love. You know what love is? Love is Jesus when he. Wow, great. I hate when stupid bitches try to sound smart. Love is when Jesus that laid down his life for you, that died and took up one of the most painful type of deaths, the crucifixion for your sins. I mean, for you to be saved. I mean, that's love. What the fuck are you talking about love? You don't know what the fuck love is. You're just a fucking dumb bitch. Bitches wouldn't even lift a finger to save your man, cuz. I'm out, bro. Fuck these niggas. Hey, yo. Let's check. Let me go back to the main menu. Let me check how many fucking code of conducts that I get. Twitch still running, so that's good. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to tell you, bro, that I know they're evil, bro. I'll never let my guard down against demons. I know that they're evil. Not just gay people. Gay people are that is the way of demons destroying man and perverting them and confusing them. You know what I mean? In a very soft way from children's. You know what I mean? You know that's what it is. All the way to children. You know what I mean? But that's just one way that the devil gets to you. All right? Like I said, I'm telling you, bro. I wouldn't make this shit up, bro. I'm not stupid. This is the devil influencing them. Slowly but surely. Over time. Degrading. Diminishing. All of this because I said faggot. This is gay. Stay vigilant. Working together, we can keep the game fair and fun for all. Man, just so you can make more money, fuck you. I mean, you made enough fucking money, bro. And these niggas, fuck these niggas, man. I don't give a fuck about that shit. They only do that shit because the fucking... I'm not complaining. The only people that complain are fucking people, are fucking gay faggots. And you know what? If you don't fucking tell them shit, then they're going to continue doing this, bro. They're going to continue doing this shit. You know what I mean? For fucking a long time, dude. Then you'll see them one day fucking making out, being all gay and shit. Fuck that. I don't want to see that shit. That's how the shit gets, man. Fuck y'all, man. Y'all destroying this country, bro. You're not part of a solution. You're part of the problem. I mean, you un-American fucking demon. You're a demon. You shouldn't be recognized or protected by the U.S. Constitution or the U.S. government. I mean, the U.S. government should not freaking recognize demons. I mean, it is a religious nation. I'm dead ass. I'm not saying that they can't be gay. We're just not supposed to encourage that behavior. The government ain't supposed to encourage that behavior. And there ain't no way that you're taking their side of shit and you're gonna try to fucking give me a fucking bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's why I hate those motherfuckers. And they're not real victims. They're fucking sexually depraved predators. They're rapists and fucking they'll roofie your drink. They'll fucking take advantage of you when you're drunk. They'll motherfucking sleep with children. The fucking gay people are fucked up. Alright? You know what I mean? I ain't playing with you. And then they'll even tell their kids that they can self-mutilate. Okay? They're perverted. They're fucked up. And I don't give a shit what y'all gotta say. That is not what God wants. You know what I mean? Real talk. They're depressed not because it's not because of us, their expression. It's because the devil is destroying their soul. That's why they're depressed. Because the demon, that they're in an internal struggle for their soul, and they're choosing the wrong thing. They're giving their demons more power, and when they die, they're gonna go to fucking hell. I don't know, but I'll say this: that the more that you encourage this behavior, the more in the future these gay people will be filled with with more demons. And maybe one day those people will be the ones in jail for doing heinous crimes. You know, I look at these demons as demons that will become worse over time. You know what I mean? They will degrade into more better things. The worse that the demon gets power, the more control it has over its host, the most that it will continue to become more evil. And then one day these demons will be murderers. I've seen it, bro. That's why I'm scared for girls that are lesbians and shit. Like, you don't understand that the girl that you're with, especially when they go out with a black girl, I'm like, oh fuck no. You know what I mean? Those people are fucked. You know what I mean? Like on so many levels, I can't even begin to explain to you. Like, but the point of the matter is that, you know, just watch your back, because when you break up with that bitch gonna come after you and gonna fucking shoot your ass. You know, that's what's gonna happen and shit, because you know they're all involved in that type of shit. They're all fucked up. They all have the victim mentality and shit. You know what I mean? Watch. You know what I mean? And the victim mentality is demonic. You know what I mean? And so just remember that when that demon's gonna fucking take over, that demon's gonna want to take over. I'm telling you, bro. And it might not happen if you guys are young. Change your ways while you're young. If you're fucking young, change your fucking ways. Don't fucking do bullshit, because like when you're 26, that demon is gonna have what, 5 years, 10 years of fucking with you, of taking over, of letting you do whatever you want, and like fucking around and doing whatever. That demon's gonna be strong, and when you try to do something right, it's gonna fucking, when you remember yourself, you go to church once, or your mother or something, and you remember who you wanted to be versus who you are at that moment. You're gonna have that conflict. You're gonna have an internal battle for yourself. Your two internal wolves will fight. You know what I mean? And that shit is not pretty. You know what I mean? Feed your good wolf, right? Feed your, try to get your salvation. Try to go to heaven. You know what I mean? Remember, because the demon, the more power you give it, by every sin that you do, every little voice that it tells you to, to give into temptation or to give into your urges, you're giving part of your soul to that demon. And that demon, will collect one day. The devil will collect one day. You know what I mean? And what we believe into eternal damnation for what happens to demons and to people who continue to sin, that don't accept Jesus Christ as a way to, that he died for your sins, and to accept heaven. So it's, I mean, look, and gay people, I mean, since I'm in the church, I gotta follow what the Pope says, I guess. Gay people can go to church, but they can only go to church on the basis, right, that they're trying to better their life and trying to get closer to Jesus. But one of those things, when you're gay, you don't get close to Jesus. When you start becoming a Christian, then you start changing your life for Christianity, for Jesus Christ. And one of those things that you have to let go of is being gay. You know what I mean? And it has to be, if you want God to work in your life, you cut off everything, because nothing is more important than God. You know what I mean? God is number one in your life. You know what I mean? And it's number one above everything. And when you start to do, only when you do that will you start getting closer to God. Because you can go to God, you can read the Bible, you're not gonna understand it. You can try to pray, meditate, you're not gonna understand. It's not gonna be deep within you. And what you think is, just skating by, you think that's being close. I don't believe so. You know what I mean? I feel as though that, like, a lot of people understand that, I look at it like God is showing you mercy, because like after this you're gonna go to hell. I mean, Like that's how I look at it. Like God will show you mercy in this life, but after this you're gonna go to hell. You know what I mean? And I think that people are just, at this point, just like showing you mercy, like whatever, you want to destroy your life, you're going, you go ahead, it's your personal decision. I mean, you are free to go to hell if that's what you want. You know what I mean? But you won't go to heaven. You know what I mean? And you won't see God. You know what I mean? Unless you repent. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you will is if you repent, you accept Jesus Christ, because you can't get to the Father without the Son. You know what I mean? So you can't get there without accepting Jesus Christ the Son. You know what I mean? And only with Him would you have eternal life, which is the promise that He has for you. You know what I mean? And to not, you won't taste death. Other people will taste death. You know what I mean? Because that because of the lifestyle they're sinning. You know what I mean? According to Scripture, of course. You know what I mean? And it's very important to understand that, like, you can accept Christ, but the more that you sin, it's not a game. God is slow to anger. You know what I mean? He's slow to wrath, but He can forgive, and He can forgive any sin. You know what I mean? But personally, if you keep doing that, like, the reason you keep failing, right? Logically, what's more important than your soul? You know what I mean? Than heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like things that you realize that you're influenced by things that are mundane, and they're works of the devil that are there to trick you up, and they're based off lies too. These things are based off lies, unfortunately. Like, I'm not saying I'm the most sophisticated man ever, but the way that they got you, is very primitive. It's a way of keeping you inside of a belief, a perspective, a box. They say the same thing about religion, but it's like, I know what they say about religion. You know what I mean? And I'm here to tell you that, I'm not indoctrinated like you. I know the truth behind the corruption of governments and of the world. I know the reality of third world countries. I know the reality of what people go through. I know that people are worse off than I am. I know what real victims look like. You know what I mean? I know what real tough people look like, and they don't look like these people that you think these so-called victims. These people with the victim mentality. These people with the victim mentality are the most entitled brats, spoiled and grateful bunch that I've ever seen. You know what I mean? And they don't know what true suffering looks like, and if they do, then they don't know what being strong looks like. You know what I mean? And you can't be a feminist and a victim mentality and be a strong woman. That's a contradiction. You know what I mean? So the point I'm trying to make, right, is that people are scared to die. People are pussies, and so they try to take away my rights for that, and that's like my life, my liberty, my pursuit of happiness, which is my religion. It works to my salvation. That's what I want. You know what I mean? And these are the things, along with money and a good life and prosperity and abundance and security for me and my family. But I'm an oppressed minority, but I'm not protected by nobody. For me, I think I've been dealt a hand, to be one of these type of people that's always gonna view things from the outside, always from the I'm not protected, standpoint. Um, but no, man, like, seriously, they're demons, and they every time they sin, there's just confusion, man. It's just confusion. It's something that you don't know, and it's something that's ancient, and yet people try to act like it doesn't even exist. They think they're so smart. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, I care about people that are gay. I don't condone it. I think that, and I would never condone it, right? Because for the sole reason that it leads to more people confusion. It leads to confusion, and it's demons gaining more power. I treat it like it's demons. I mean, like, what I'm saying? Like, no, like, because every gay person is letting a demon take bits of their soul day by day. You know what I mean? So it's like watching somebody, going to hell right in front of you. You know what I mean? Like, you're not you anymore. You let this demon take over you. You know what I mean? And so that, like, one of the lies that they say is that they were born gay. Well, that's preposterous. What you meant to say is that since the moment you were born, your parents didn't protect you with God, and they allowed demons to come and start perverting your mind even from a young age. And that is what the devil wants. The devil wants to pervert every baby from a very young age. You know what I mean? And that's, you see what that, you see when you see black people and like they have their little kids and their kids look, they act grown and shit. They act like they're grown people, and they be cursing. They be like, like even with strippers, they take them to strip clubs and stuff like that. They do all this stuff. This is what the devil wants. This is what the devil wants. The devil wants them to be running around knowing everything about sex and watching these things right in front of them. I mean, this is what the devil wants, and eventually those kids are the ones that get raped and like Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what leads to pedophilia. That's what leads to gay people. All that stuff. Being a homosexual man is the most perverted thing you can be. You know what I mean? That's more perverted than pedophilia. I think. It's the most perverted thing you can be. You know what I mean? To let a Jezebel spirit go inside you and try to manifest itself inside of a grown man, and let it, is one of the most perverted things that you can allow, because being feminine is a sin. You know what I mean? And it's allowing you to be submissive to things that whereas you're supposed to dominate, you're supposed to control, you're supposed to have order, and you submit to the Jezebel spirit. You are submitting. It's basically slavery. You know what I mean? And it's slavery. And you think it's normal for, I mean, look, there's a reason why in jail people say don't drop the soap, because there's guys in there that are bad, and what they do is they take advantage because they dominate another man. I mean, they have control over another man. So every gay guy, it has another man control over them. I mean, they're submitting to being slaves. They're trying to make it seem like a good thing that they're fucking being dominated and fucked in their ass. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to make it seem like that's a good thing or something. You know what I mean? And it's not, because you're getting penetrated. You know what I mean? And if you're a man, it's unnatural. You know what I mean? Because you're the one that's supposed to be doing the insemination to a woman when you have sex. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like, it's unnatural. There's nothing natural about it, Your freaking hole, your ass hole is one way, okay? You feel what I'm saying? It's one way, okay? It's not natural, you know what I'm saying, for somebody else to do something else with it, you know what I'm saying? That's number one. But you see, feminists motherfucking be talking all that shit because they like to align with themselves with other victim mentalities. And feminists are the women are the most people that support fucking gay people. They're the most people that support this shit because they like to align themselves with other victim mentalities. You know what I mean? Feminists, they like to align themselves with slaves, with black people. They like to align with themselves with gay people and with minorities. They try to act like they're in the same group as real fucking oppressed people. They're not. Feminists are the most people. Oh my God, I could go on and on, but basically they're destroying this nation. This nation is not progressing as you think it is. People are dying 4 or 5 times more. They destroyed the family structure. The kids are fucking self-mutilating themselves. They're sissies and they don't know shit about life. And they're all incapable of controlling their emotions and having self-control over themselves. You know what I mean? They're depressed. They're, psychotic. They're violent. The ones that aren't are demonic and violent. You know what I mean? Because that's the word that's the environment that they're seeing in their world. You know what I mean? They all fucked each other, friends, sisters, mothers, whatever the fuck. And they're all fucked. You know what I mean? And they're gonna fuck up a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like y'all cooked. You know what I mean? Like how they say. You know what I mean? And I'm one of those people that can see it, because a kid that is smart, you see, man, like, and the reality is because they're just trying to survive. It's almost a defense mechanism. Like if I would have acted the way that I really was ever since I was a kid, I'd have been a nerd. You see, I liked white girls and I liked country music. When I say white girls, I mean like country music and NSYNC and shit. You know what I mean? And like I wanted to go to Harvard, so I was a nerd type of dude. And people always told me, no, you're a minority, act your color. You know what I mean? So therefore I couldn't go out with said girl. I couldn't, do these things. I know it sounds stupid, but we learned racism in school through segregation. You know what I mean? And I was in North Carolina, and that was like 10 years ago. We were taught racism. You know what I mean? We were taught racism through segregation. You know what I mean? They let the white kids on one side, the conservative white kids whose parents listen to conservative news networks that tell them that the minorities, are evil and that they're all whatever, that we're all criminals and shit. Then you got the fucking You know, black people, you know, they're bullshit. You know, and then you had the Hispanics on one side. You know, and you know all those type of things. That's segregation. That's racism. You know? And segregation is a type of racism. You know what I mean? And so is, by the way, hypergamy. You know, and so is women's dating preferences when they say that. So is eugenics. Eugenics is racism, and racism is not part of America. Racism is not part of America. Neither is anybody thinking that somebody's better than somebody else. You know, natural selection, Darwinism is not part of America. You know, it's not in the spirit of America because Americans believe that everybody has the same creator, and we are, you know, equal. Life, liberty, justice for all. You know, equality. We believe in equality. We believe we all have the same creator. So all those things that you believe didn't come from America. It came from other sources. Came from hell. It came from other. You know, the fact of the matter is that if you're an American, your parents probably knew this shit. If you have both your parents and they were lovely married and they went to church or whatever, or at least they tried to, that is also a Christian, a Catholic belief, a religious belief to be married. You know what I mean, and to support your kid and stuff. Then you are not part. You don't belong to the devil. You belong, or to the world. You belong to God. You're one of God's children. You know what I mean? But the fact remains that a lot of people commit apostasy. You know what I mean? And then the Christian belief, we allow them to live. You know, in the Muslim belief, you can't leave the Muslims because they believe that they should kill you. You know what I mean? But because we believe in freedom, you know what I mean, and we believe in this stuff, we permit it. You know what I mean? It's like when women have the permission to abort. You know what I mean? When they ask for it under, you know, dire circumstances, that doesn't give them the right to do it. You know, they don't have. It's not a constitutional right for them to do it. It's a permission that they're allowed to exercise. You know what I mean? Only in the most, you know, serious situations. But it's not a fucking right. And like, they don't have the fucking right to kill my seeds. They don't have the fucking right to determine when and where they want to start a family, only because it's convenient for them. They don't have a right to leverage their reproductive organs and shit, and the children that come from it that are our seeds. You know what I mean? And in order for them to, you know, get something out of life, like, you know, to have some edge over life. You know what I mean? And whatever. You know what I mean? Just so they can get paid more, they can leverage it over, you know, over a man, just so they can control a man, just so they can destroy a man's life. This is not something that they have a right to. You know what I mean? They don't have a right to destroy and fucking push and pull us and fucking, you know what I'm saying, do all this shit to us. I mean, whoever gave them this right was a fucking victimizing liar that was being demonic. You know, was a demon that fucking said, oh yeah, you know, all this bullshit. The fact of the matter is that women don't know how to run shit, and they're running it straight to hell, and then they're talking about we're being progressive and shit. Yeah, all you did was take away our fucking rights. All you did was fucking have a tyrannical government impose their fucking will over us, you know, and you've helped them destroy our families, destroy men, destroy your kids, destroy your generations, and have them come over here and just fucking, you know, put martial law all over us and shit. You have killed a lot of people. You will answer for all those kids and babies you killed. I mean, you were the same women that fucking worship Baal, worship Moloch, and whatever, Ashtaroth, you know what I'm saying, Bel, whatever. You're those same ones that do that shit. Can you believe it? Can you believe what you are? You are a generation that God has accursed and will destroy. You know what I mean? A generation that God will punish. You know what I mean? That is what you are. You know what I mean? Because you didn't listen. And that's what your fate is. It's like you've written your own fate. You know what I mean? And honestly, I can see that. You know what I mean? I can see that coming because you never listen. You don't even believe, right? So you are ungrateful for this country. This country was built for religious people. It was made for religious people because the people here were religious. You know what I mean? And the people that don't agree with that, you know, I'm gonna tell you that these people didn't want to be part of the U.S. The people that were slave masters, they didn't want to be part of the U.S. The people in the South, I'm from the South, all right? I know what I'm talking about, all right? Even though I'm first generation, motherfucker, I fucking lived in the South. I see the people that were racist. I feel the fucking air. I mean, I understand. You know, I fucking grew up here in North Carolina and stuff. You know, I see the fucking brotherhoods of a policeman. I hear the stories. I fucking know. I mean, I researched the area. I fucking know what I'm fucking talking about. I'm not this one people that just came and were born yesterday. You know what I mean? Fucking ignore all of history. You know what I'm saying? I was a person that had to assimilate, and I had to understand, oh, this is a racist area of the country. You know, a little bit down south is where they motherfucking had all the fucking, you know, slave masters and shit, slave owners. I understand that the slave masters were not, they didn't believe in God truly. They were devilish. They perverted the word of God. They used the word of God only to their own ends, to their own benefits. They cherry picked, or they did whatever they did in order to do these things, in order for them to rob, steal, murder, pillage, enslave, etc. You know what I mean? But that's because the cardinals at the time, and the Pope and all this stuff. Yeah, I'll say that there were some evil popes. The church was known to have evil people in it. You know what I mean? That's why it had to be purged. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you, man. This country would be a third world country if it wasn't for stealing land, for the slaves, and for, you know, invading other nations and stealing their wealth. You know what I mean? Like and bringing it back over here. You know, this would have been a third world country. Same thing with Britain. You know what I mean? And both of them now are like one of the best countries, but they're both going to hell. I mean, maybe it's you can call it, maybe it's whatever, you know, karma, or you could say it's because these fucking bitches, you know, like when I see feminists, I just see like you have no idea, you know, the type of shit that you're privileged by. Like it's like you sold your soul to have those privileges. You know, that's something I would never do. The type of shit, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, yo, so you got money, right? And you think you're better than me, right? But in order to do that, you had to ignore all the crying children that you killed. You had to ignore the ideology, and when you're given a Planned Parenthood, the ideology that you're believing in, which is eugenics, which is that people, that's how that came along. Eugenics, which is that certain people shouldn't breed. It's called selective breeding, right? That's why it's called Planned Parenthood, selective breeding. You know what I mean? And it's like you're trying to choose the right situation at the right time. You know what I mean? With the right, you know, with the right persons, and you try to fix and mix and match whatever you want. You think you can replace things. Selective breeding. You're eugenics. You are a fucking racist whore. I mean, you are one of the most evil demon people, you know what I mean, that we have today. I mean, and you just accept that ideology, like, yeah, I'm gonna give them my money and let them regulate my menstrual cycle and let them mess with my head, and then you know, and then you turn around and say that Christians are the slave masters. I mean, then you turn around and say that these people, you see, you don't know the truth. You can't understand and comprehend the complex things of history. You believe the narrative that they create for you. You believe the things that they say, which is the things that they, you know, it's lies, it's fabrication. It's like when the government tells you Operation Iraqi Freedom. I mean, do you actually think they give a shit about those Iraqi people over there? I mean, or wasn't it retribution for 9/11, and wasn't it for the oil fields in Iran? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, they were killing those motherfuckers. It was like Operation Iraqi Freedom. They killed they killed hundreds of thousands of them. I mean, what are you talking about? Is that freedom, bitch? If somebody invaded the U.S. and killed hundreds of thousands of them, would that be freedom for them? You know what I mean? Shit, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? But when you read it, yeah, Operation Iraqi Freedom, it sounds good to you, right? And you don't question it because of 9/11, right? You know what I mean? And shit, and whatnot. You know what I mean? It sounds good, right? Until you realize. And people are offended at the Bible, bitch. I was offended in U.S. history class. You know, reading the fucking book of U.S. history class, I was offended at all the shit. More offended than I was of the Bible, because because in his U.S. history, these people are trying to act like they're God. You know what I mean? They wanna go around acting like they're God. You know what I mean? And George Washington or Christopher Columbus. You know what I mean? Who the fuck you want us to look up to? You know what I mean? You want to act like they're God and shit, and then you're like, nah, no, I don't think so. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How? Because we were the slaves and shit. That shit is like when I was learning U.S. history. It's like that shit was meant to be read by white people, in a way. You know what I mean? Because it was like it's some and I understand that there's different types of ideologies, right? You know, I'm not unreasonable like some people. I'm not putting them all in one group. They did that themselves. They signed up for the white class. But what I'm trying to say is that when they try to have some ideologies and stuff, they want to talk about Darwinism. When they introduce science, right? Well, I'm not gonna lie. I read a book from McGraw-Hill that was neo-Darwinism when it came to science, and when it came to U.S. history, right? It was like almost the neo kind of way that is like, we got to look up to our founding fathers, and they're these great people, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, that's great. You know what I mean? But really, they had slaves. George Washington retired with on his he had slaves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people had slaves, but you have to also understand, right, that it was a new world. Things were different. The natives were a totally different type of people, and they were free and they were off the land, and they were running, and that these people were running from a real bigger tyrant, which was Britain at the time. You know what I mean? But the thing is that it's so troubling because people mix up the pilgrims with the Christopher Columbus, mixed with the other people, the fugitives that also escaped, what I mean, from Britain and came over, mixed with all the people that wanted the gold and wanted all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the white people were doing the same thing that God's people were doing back in the day, 2,000 years ago. I mean, and so like that's what it was, and it's just so annoying because when you think about it, it's like we know that like that's not true. That slavery was wrong. But like I said, I mean, y'all kill babies now, and y'all want to talk about how they killed babies back in the day, in the Bible, and you want to condemn Christians. Why don't you condemn the bitches that are killing their babies now? Why don't you condemn these fucking hoes right now? I mean, y'all some fucking hypocrites, bro. I mean, and y'all don't know shit about Christians and stuff. Y'all don't know damn thing. They just talk about this because they love drama, just so they can get views. I'm really about this shit. These motherfuckers are going to hell. They're demons. You know what I mean? They do this shit for clout. You know what I mean? I don't care. It's fine because they don't know what they're talking about. Why is being lesbian wrong? It is a I love getting into these arguments right here.